Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we are going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if Robby and Sam stayed together during the events of Cobra Kai Season 3? So in this timeline, the events of Cobra Kai Season 2 would still happen. The school fight would still happen in this timeline. Tori would still fight Sam, and Robby would still fight Miguel. Robby would still kick Miguel off the balcony, so Miguel would still be paralyzed, and Robby would still go to juvie. Season 2 would still end the same way. Kreese would still kick Johnny out of Cobra Kai, and the events of Season 3 would carry on. Robby would still be in juvie, and he would still be picked on by Sean and his friends. Sam would still email Robby, and in this timeline, Robby would have the time to answer, so Sam and Robby wouldn't lose their connection in this timeline. The rivalry between Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do would continue to grow. Johnny would still help Miguel recover the ability to use his legs, and those events would stay the same. Eventually Miguel will learn how to walk again, so Johnny would still form Eagle Fang in this timeline, and the events of Season 3 would carry on. Kreese would still try to manipulate Robby in juvie, but Robby would only take Kreese's advice about striking first, so he would still fight Sean and his friends, and eventually earn their respect. Miguel would still go back to school, and Sam and Miguel would start to become friends again. Season 3 would carry on. Robby would still be released from juvie, but he still wouldn't want to go with Daniel or Johnny. Miguel and Sam would still work together to save the All Valley, so the All Valley would still be back on. But in this timeline, Miguel and Sam wouldn't go to Miyagi-Do to celebrate. Robby would show up at Miyagi-Do, but he would only see Sam there. Sam and Robby would be happy to see each other, so Sam and Robby would get back together in this timeline. Robby would decide to stay and live at the Miyagi-Do dojo, but he wouldn't be ready to rejoin Miyagi-Do. Daniel would be happy that Robby was back, and he would decide to give Robby some time. And at school, Sam would tell Miguel that Robby was back. Miguel would still be mad at Robby, but Sam would want to convince Miguel to give Robby a chance, so Eagle Fang and Miyagi-Do would still have their party, and Sam would want to fix the relationship between Miguel and Robby. This is when Cobra Kai would still attack, and the house fight would still happen, but in this timeline, Robby would be there to help Miyagi-Do. The house fight would carry on. Kyler would still want to get his revenge on Miguel, so Miguel would try fighting back, but he would have no luck. Robby would see this, and he would want to help Miguel, so Robby would save Miguel in this timeline. Miguel and Robby would look at each other and nod in respect, and they would have a similar moment that Hawk and Dimitri had in the original timeline. They would both apologize for everything, and they would forgive one another, so Miguel and Robby would team up, and they would fight the Cobra Kais, and with the help of Robby, they would take down Cobra Kai a lot sooner. So in this timeline, Hawk wouldn't be redeemed. The season would still end the same way. Johnny and Daniel would still go confront Kreese. Those events would stay the same. Kreese would still propose a tournament. The season would still end the same way. So Daniel and Johnny would decide to team up. Kreese would still get Terry Silver in this timeline. And both Cobra Kai and Miyagi Fang would start training for the All Valley. Miguel and Robby would start to become friends, and Robby would help Miguel train. Sam and Robby would stay together in this timeline. And that is where I'm going to end this What If. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if Robby and Sam stayed together during the events of Cobra Kai Season 3? Let me know in the comments below. YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And I'll see you guys next time.